With Pokemon X and Pokemon Y just around the corner, Nintendo unleashed an entire Nintendo Direct dedicated just to them. And although there wasn't a ton of information revealed in the 20-minute presentation, we won't let that stop us from starting up the old analysis machine and seeing what secrets the footage might still be hiding. And to do so, we've of course again enlisted the help of our resident Pokemon master, Derek Bittner. But please make sure to check out our previous analysis videos if you haven't already, as we'll be covering only the new stuff here. You can find links to them all in the description below. And with that, let's get started. Perhaps the biggest news was the revelation of a new downloadable program called the Pokemon Bank that will be released alongside Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. The Bank is essentially an online version of the Pokemon storage system, except allowing you to file away up to 3,000 of the little critters. And since they exist outside of the game itself, it's really more of a safe haven, allowing you to redeem Pokemon even if you restart your save file or lose your copy of the game. The bank comes complete with an in-depth search function that allows you to filter Pokemon by their name, sex, type, nature, or even special markings. And presumably, you'll be able to assign these special markings yourself to any of your Pokemon, allowing you to provide your own unique way of categorizing them. The Pokemon Bank will also give players access to the Poky Transporter system. By inserting a copy of Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, Pokemon Black 2, or Pokemon White 2 into your 3DS and launching the bank, you can transfer your old Pokemon into it before taking them into X and Y. But like past games where you trade across generations, you can't transfer the Pokemon back to their original game. But oddly, the Poky Transfer doesn't support the earlier Pokemon DS games like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver. No reason was given, though it may be because the games weren't feature-proofed with the Pokemon Bank in mind. This service does come at a cost though, as it will require an annual fee. But that's enough about storing Pokemon, what about how you'll get them? Now we already knew that one of the trainer's friends would give you your starter Pokemon, but now we're pretty sure we know exactly who. We can see from this clip that Shauna is looking at Tierno when she asks about seeing their new Pokemon. And since Trevor is the one to give you the Pokédex, we think it's extremely likely that Tierno will be the one who gives you the starter Pokemon. So we wonder if this means that Trevor and Tierno are Professor Sycamore's assistants, or maybe they just ventured out before the others or something. At the least, it's clear that Trevor and Tierno are already close friends based on the fact that Tierno addresses Trevor rather informally. And because they mentioned that they already have their Pokemon, this means that you, Shauna, and the other trainer that you didn't pick will be the ones to receive the 3 starters. And based on Shauna's personality, which seems similar to Bianca in Black and White, we think she'll choose a Pokemon weak to yours while your rival chooses the one that's strong instead. Okay, and that covers it for the starters, but these aren't the only Pokemon you're given. You see, when you finally do meet Professor Sycamore, he'll give you the choice of taking any of the 3 starting Pokemon from the original Red and Blue, of course being Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtl. But this time, they can all Mega Evolve too. In Mega Venusaur's case, he gains the ability Thick Fat, which provides a small amount of protection against Fire-type and Ice-type moves, while also increasing his defense and special defense. And in the trailer, we can see him use the move Frenzy Plant, which is a Grass-type move that leaves the user unable to act the following turn, much like Hyper Beam. Next up is Mega Charizard, who benefits from an increased special attack stat and gains access to the Drought ability, which increases the power of Fire-type attacks. It can also use Blast Burn, the fire version of Hyper Beam. Finally, Mega Blastoise gains a Mega Launcher ability, which increases the effectiveness of pulse moves like Water Pulse or Dark Pulse. It also gains access to a powerful move called Hydro Cannon, though it comes at the expense of forcing Blastoise to sit out its next turn. Alright, and that covers it for all the Pokemon you're given, but there is one we've never seen before hiding out in the trailer. If we pause this clip just before Venusaur Mega Evolves, we can see that he's facing off against a brand new Pokemon. Now it's difficult to tell what exactly it is, but it kinda looks like a llama, only one that has horns and a strange symbol on its chest. And though we don't know much about it, we're pretty sure it isn't an evolution of an existing Pokemon. Okay, we're almost done here, but there's still one last thing to point out, as we received some clarification on how Mega Evolutions will work. Now do you remember the black bracelet that trainers wear that we pointed out months ago? It's actually called the Mega Ring, and it allows a trainer to connect to the Mega Stone a Pokemon holds and trigger the evolution. But to do this, a trainer must first form a strong bond with a Pokemon, which means you won't be able to, say, just catch a Mewtwo and immediately have a Mega Evolve. Instead, you'll have to work on the bond first, which is likely another reason for the existence of Pokemon and Me, giving you a quick way to build that bond. Now interestingly, at one point during the trailer, the trainer is talking to an old man about recognizing your skill as a trainer, but we can't see who exactly he means did the recognizing as the first part of the sentence is cut off. Now he could just be referring to himself, perhaps recognizing you by a gym badge, but it's also possible that he's referring to the gym leader Corina, since we know her gym is in Shadowlure City, which is a seaside location, much like the location here. Now Shadowlure City is also close to the Tower of Mastery, which is said to have a strong tie with Mega Evolutions, so maybe you won't be able to access it until you defeat Corina. Now the old man also talks about the Mega Stone you hold, but where did you get it? It has to be something you receive automatically, but from where? Is it the same one every time, or will you get to choose a Mega Stone you take? And with that, we're done analyzing all the new information for Pokemon X and Y. And like always, let us know if you missed anything by posting in the comments. If you liked our analysis, please make sure to like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at GameXplain. There are even super easy to click links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and make sure to keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more on Pokemon X and Pokemon Y and other things gaming too.